I gotta put on my radio voice.
All right.
Yeah, right. This is my radio voice. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, dudes and dudettes.
And do that.
Welcome to the GMAP Broadcast Network. I am here with this awesome woman of God, with this awesome young lady, awesome author. I am grateful to have her presence here with us here on the GMAP Broadcast Network. God knows, I'm just, you know what, I can just stop right now because I'm just, I'm filled with joy. LaKesha Lampkin is here with us. How are you?
I am doing phenomenal.
I always tell people if you can't tell, I must be slipping. You know, I am so grateful that you have joined us here on the GMAP Broadcast Network. I want to, you know what? Let me rewind the tape and press play. Welcome. Introduce yourself, LaKesha. Tell us who you are. Tell us where you're from. Who is LaKesha Lampkin?
Well, my name is LaKesha Lampkin. I am a poet and author. I also go by the stage name Poet Prima Donna. I'm the author of This Journey So Far on Amazon. It's my first self-published work. And I am excited to be here. I'm originally from the south side of Chicago.
Wait, stop the wait a minute.
I didn't tell you that, did I?
Yeah. You tried to slide that one in. wait a minute.
Yes.
You tried to slide that in. And you didn't think I was going to recognize it. Okay.
I guess I didn't even, I thought about it, but I just never said it.
Okay, go ahead. Continue.
Yes. So, I'm originally from Chicago, born and raised. However, I've been living in Atlanta for a little over 20 years.
Wow.
But I love my hometown, always.
Girl, you better love home. If you don't like home, I'm going to talk about you. Okay? I'm going to send them Southside girls after you. I'm going to send them girls, they pants be sagging worse than the boys do. I'm going to send them after you. Don't you start no trouble. They got money.
Don't start that.
Okay, now, I heard you say that you're a poet.
Yes.
Do you freestyle poet?
Oh, good question. When I'm in that
zone?
In that zone, yes, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me know when you get in that zone. I'm just saying. Let me know when you get there because I'm going to shut up.
Okay.
And let you do what you do.
Okay, I'll let you know.
This journey so far, you know what? That is a hell of a title for a book.
Mm.
And the reason I'm going to say that is, a journey is almost like a dream.
Mm.
I never allow my dreams to reach their final destination.
Mm.
I'm gonna let that manifest. I'm gonna let that marinate.
Let that marinate.
Yeah. I never allow my dreams to reach their final destination.
Because they're always expanding, right?
Always.
Always.
You can always add to your last ending point.
You can always reach for more.
Oh, that's why I told somebody told me I was a senior citizen one day.
Oh?
I said, well, that's what you think. Okay, and I can shut up at that point because I tell people all the time, I don't get old. I just keep living.
That's right.
So as long as I'm living, I can accomplish. So with that being said, this journey so far, it reminds me of my dreams never reaching their final destination. Tell us about it. Where did it come from? How did it come about? Give us the root foundation behind this journey so far.
Oh my gosh. I think writing saved my life.
Wow.
Writing and journaling and just finding a way to get those feelings out. Different moments in my life where I was going through, and even when I wasn't going through, even in my high moments where everything was all good, just I guess it's almost like a documentation of my some of my high moments and some of my low moments and some of the in between, just lessons I've learned, and so I've been writing forever.
Wow, really?
I've been writing since I was probably a little girl, probably
Ooh.
since I don't know, first grade.
I'm gonna share this with you. I may have shared it already with you offline, off air, but I heard you say something just then, LaKesha, that is so important. You said my high points, my low points, my in between points. You recall saying that?
Yes.
Listen to me closely. I shared this with you earlier. Your destiny was determined
Mm.
before your delivery. What we have to endure is everything in between. That goes back to your high points, your low points,
Mm-hmm.
and everything else in between.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you ride with that. You might want to pull over. Don't have no accident.
Let me pull over and write that down.
Yeah, because it is so true. I mean,
Yeah.
you said something just then. You have no clue how powerful that was. And
Wow.
this journey so far, this book did not attract me for just some ironic reason.
Mm.
It attracted me for a purpose. And I didn't, the thing about it is, when God puts certain things in place, we sometimes don't even know why.
I can attest to that.
I'm loving on you, sister. I am loving on you. All right, well, this journey so far, how, I know that you made it very clear. Your high points, low points, everything in between.
Yeah.
Your first publication, what is it about this book that you feel is necessary to have people go out and show their support by purchasing and or downloading it?
This book has had such an impact in just my circle and the people around me. I'm getting such great feedback, and the feedback that I'm hearing is that it is very inspirational,
Mm.
and I attempted to put each poem in chronological order so that you could see my growth, and I believe that I nailed it in that way, because you can clearly see my growth throughout my journey.
Mm-hmm.
Going from point A to B to C, and I want to read the poem that's at the very end. It's called Breaking Through.
Okay.
I'm taking everything I've been given, putting it together in this here pot, cooking it up like stew, boiling out all the impurities, leaving only what's good for you, putting it all together and breaking through. I'm taking everything I've got, putting it in the me basket, leaving behind whatever no longer fits, taking stock of how far I've come, obstacles I've come through, putting it all together and breaking through. I'm taking all of God's promises, focusing my attention too, because I know that when I believe, mountains move.
Mm.
So I'm putting it all together and breaking through.
Wow. Wow. I'm gonna pull over. I'm I'm gonna pull over. I'm gonna just because I need that to manifest, marinate. Um, and people may not realize the importance of what you just said, but we've been talking about it since we've started this conversation.
Yeah.
Pull over. Break through.
Break through.
You know, it's just, whew. All right, I'm loving on you, sister. And how can people purchase a copy of this particular publication? What's the process?
Well, it is available at GMAP1.com.
Okay, all right, thank you. You guys take care. Now go ahead.
It's on bookstore.
That's good stuff right there. Girl, I love you. Yeah, you don't have no idea how many people I have to remind of that. But go ahead.
Yes, you can get my book, This Journey So Far, at GMAP1.com. Click on bookstore and scroll down. You'll see it right there. It looks just like this.
Yeah. And for those that don't know, now you know.
And now you know.
Yeah, right. If you didn't know, now you know. You know, so of course, and we are. I tell you, I'm just overwhelmed. I'm filled with joy. I'm grateful. I'm honored, and I will not allow you to come back home or have me visit. You know, I used to work on Flat Shows Drive.
Oh, what?
I used to work.
Okay.
I used to work at 2 nightclubs. LaKesha, I wasn't always saved.
We all have a past, right?
So I just want you to know that I used to work at a club from 6 to 10, and then I would run across the street to the Talisman and work at the Talisman from 10 till 2 in the morning.
Oh.
Every week.
Oh, wow.
And the ironic thing is, I would jump in my car at 3 o'clock in the morning, headed back to Chicago to go to work on GCI.
What?
Every week.
Oh, snap.
See, you familiar with Chi-Town.
Oh, yes.
Now,
Yes.
I'm not going to ask you how old you are, but I was Thomas Mack, the Miggity Mack man on GCI. Yeah. So
Wow.
don't you tell some things are just best left unsaid, okay? You know, you ain't got to go tell everybody everything. But I was on GCI for years.
Oh, wow.
Years. I mean, I worked with, viewed, and partnered up and teamed up with some of the best. You know, I know the Shannondales, the Irene Mohicas, the Rick Pardys, you know,
Yes.
crazy. I know, I kicked it with those guys. You know, Ramonski Love. I used to get a Ramonski
Love. Yes.
I used to get in his Pepsi truck. You know, because he used to drive a Pepsi truck outside of being on the air. And I tell you, Crazy Howard, me and him talk every week.
Wow.
As a matter of fact,
yeah.
he had me on the air on Sunday with him.
Okay.
And he reminded me of something I didn't want to be reminded of.
Oh, yeah?
I wasn't always saved, LaKesha.
Okay.
So back to you. Enough about me.
All right.
But again, I am so honored, privileged, and blessed to just have you. You have brought joy to my day, and I am so. I haven't been able to laugh and smile and to a point to where my cheeks started hurting in a long time.
I know, right?
Yeah. So I want to make that clear. But when you come home, or when I just happen to revisit my younger years, when I happen to revisit my past, because I'm coming back to Atlanta.
Okay.
I'm going to hang out on Peachtree.
Right.
I'm just saying. You know, Peachtree Street is like the strip mall of Atlanta, Georgia. It ain't nothing you can't get to.
Fine.
And nothing you can't find if you don't. As a matter of fact, Peachtree Street, Peachtree Boulevard, Peachtree Lane, they got all
There's
of them.
so many peach trees. There's a lot of peach trees. You can get lost.
Oh, yeah.
Peachtree Road, Peachtree Street.
They got Peachtree everything.
Which one?
Everything. Peachtree everything.
A lot of Georgia peaches.
Yeah.
And peach trees.
But I mean, my plan is to return. I am coming. You know, and I'm gonna find LaKesha. You know, I'm gonna go to the club and I'm gonna be like, LaKesha, oh yeah. Okay, no, I ain't. No, you're not. Okay, now I know that people are gonna want to show their love. I appreciate the poem that you shared. I'm looking forward to getting my copy of this book. One way or the other, I'm going to get my copy. I'm gonna get my copy. Okay,
Get your copy.
Okay, now I saw one in your hand, so I know it's one available. So I want you can write a book on the front cover. I don't care. That's mine. Okay, so also I want you to share how others can have their copy again, and tell us how they can connect with you. You know, a lot of people may want to reach out and say, I need to connect with LaKesha Lampkin, and the reason being, they want to experience their journey, their walk. They want to go on that path, and you know, we're a role model to somebody, whether we like it or not.
Right. Yeah.
You're somebody's role model. Somebody's watching you. What is it that they need to do to connect with you?
Well, you can connect with me in a few different ways. You can follow me on Facebook. I have a couple of Facebook pages. So one is Poet Prima Donna. Poet Prima Donna, that's Poet, and then Prima Donna, PrimaDonna. So that's on Facebook, Poet Prima Donna. Also, I have a website. It's called poeticlevitation.com. And probably the easiest way to get to me would be, I would say, my Poet Prima Donna page on Facebook, though. But either way.
The easiest way is to go to GMAP Broadcast Network and click on the book in the bookstore.
That's right. Get the book.
See, you ain't gonna leave us down here in the lower left hand corner of stuff.
That's number one.
All
Look,
right.
That's number one. GMAP1.com.
That's right.
And click on bookstore.
That's right. And you gonna see
GMAP1.com.
You know,
click on bookstore and scroll down to this journey so far.
Yeah.
And you'll see this right here.
Yeah. And click on it.
And
click on
you know, I'm really vulnerable in this book. It took some adjusting of my, you know, because I do share a lot of intimate parts of my life and my journey. Like I said, the highs and the lows.
Right.
Not just all the good stuff.
Right.
So you get to see the kind of the fullness of my growth.
Wow.
And I've come a long way. You're talking about somebody having to conquer fear and self-doubt and learn how to speak up. That's me.
Amen. Well, you know what? If I meet you and you tell me you ain't been through nothing, that's the last conversation you and I will have.
I know that's right.
If I meet you and you don't, and you say, "Well, Kevin, I really don't have a testimony."
Boy, do I have a testimony. I have several.
You know what? And in order to have a testimony, you have to have been through the test.
That's right.
You know what? As a matter of fact, you can't even spell testimony without spelling test first.
That's it.
So, you know what? I'm gonna leave folk alone. You know, I'm gonna leave folk. Girl, we done talked, laughed, cheeks hurt. We done talked about Ramonski love, Crazy Howard. We done talked about Peachtree Lane, Peachtree Street, Boulevard, Avenue. We
Yes.
and we done talked about this journey so far.
Yes.
And the next one will be the journey continues.
This journey part two.
Yeah, yeah. It
Well,
continues.
it's either gonna be that one because I'm actually working on two simultaneously. So there's this journey two,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's also I'm really excited. I'm excited about both, but I'm really excited about the one I'm working on called "Consider Who You Are,"
Mm. Mm.
and that one's gonna be a daily devotional. I'm super excited about that one.
What's the anticipated release date on those, or what's your what kind of time frame can you even just hypothetically speak?
Hypothetically speaking, it's January. I
2022.
would love to have it out by July.
Oh, I'm thinking you're gonna say January 2022. You like July. You like it's time. Okay. Well, again, we thank God for your presence. We thank God for the journey. I'm thanking God that He has allowed me to be a part of that journey. That's important, and I'm grateful for your openness, your readiness, your willingness. I'm looking forward to some not just outstanding but amazing things from you and with you. I just know that God has some amazing things in store. I'm looking forward to them. This journey so far, pick it up. If you don't,
Anytime.
go get the book. Let it speak for itself. Sometimes it's
Yeah.
best that we just shut up and let our actions speak for themselves.
Yeah,
You
get
know,
it, get it, John.
if you got any questions, stop by the GMAP Broadcast Network. That's the simplified process. And of course, we'd love
Yeah.
to have you stop by GMAP1.com. That's GMAP, the number one, not the word one, .com. Visit the bookstore. I
Yes.
guarantee you, I'm going to just step up and step out on faith. I guarantee you that if you do that anytime this year, you will see that book in the bookstore. Click on it. When the new book come out, we ain't going to take this one down. We're going to add it and keep on going. The journey continues.
The journey continues.
Yeah, right here on GMAP Broadcast Network. LaKesha, we appreciate you. We love you. We look forward to reaching out and connecting with you more often real soon. Until then, I want you to do me a favor. Be blessed and continue to be a blessing. Okay?
Absolutely. Thank you. I love you. And thank you for having me.
It is our pleasure. Anytime, all the time.